People ask me all the time what it's actually like living in Boise as a wheelchair user. The truth is, accessibility is about much more than ramps. It's about whether a city allows you to move through it confidently and independently. I'm going to evaluate sidewalks, curb cuts, crosswalks, restaurants, public buildings, and transit. At the end of the video, I'll give Boise a final WheelMe score. One of the first things I notice in any city is the sidewalks. Whether they're cracked, uneven, or narrow, you notice it immediately in your wheelchair. I'm looking for smooth pavement, enough width to comfortably pass other pedestrians, and whether there are obstacles like poles, signs, or outdoor seating blocking the path. A great sidewalk is something most people never think about, but it can completely change the experience for someone using a wheelchair. Curb cuts seem like a small detail, but they're one of the biggest indicators of how accessible a city really is. I'm looking at how steep they are, whether they line up with the crosswalk, if they're smooth, and whether I can roll through them without getting jolted. One bad curb cut can force someone into traffic or make them take a much longer route. Crosswalks aren't just painted lines on the road. They're about safety and independence. I'm paying attention to the crossing time, whether I feel rushed, how visible the crossing is, and whether the ramps line up naturally with where I'm trying to go. If crossing the street feels stressful, that's something visitors should know. When I review a restaurant, I'm not judging the food, I'm judging the experience. Can I get through the front door easily? Is there enough room to move between tables? Can I reach the table comfortably? Could I realistically eat here with friends without feeling like an inconvenience? Those things matter just as much as the menu. Public buildings should be some of the easiest places to access because they're designed to serve everyone. I'm looking at entrances, automatic doors, elevators if needed, and whether I can move around comfortably without asking for help. Public transportation can completely change how independent someone feels. I'm looking at whether the bus stops are accessible, whether boarding is easy, how the driver handles accessibility, and whether I could realistically rely on transit instead of driving. After exploring downtown Boise today, I've seen some things that impressed me and a few things that could definitely be improved. No city is perfect, but accessibility isn't about perfection. It's about whether you feel welcome, whether you can get where you want to go, and whether you leave feeling like the city was designed with you in mind. Now it's time to calculate the WheelMe score and answer the question we started with. Would I recommend Boise to another wheelchair user?